Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
Hopefully things are going well for you guys. As for me, welcome to the Gamer Man's Lounge. And today we go back in time and take a look at all the classic games and just remember them all. Okay, video game classics. Gaming of today is taking a crap. Might as well step back and go retro. Video game preservation is a big damn deal. All the games you missed out in the past. Let's take a look at all the treasures on carts and discs. Maybe someone will bring them to today for a second chance. But hey, this is Insert Channel Name here, and welcome to the archival of games of the past. Let's go retro with video game classics. Just so you know, I had to go through the mental gymnastics of coming up with this intro, so for crying out loud, please appreciate it. Okay, so welcome to Video Game Classics. We take a look at retro games, and of course, today's topic of the day for our Video Game Classics is pain. Pain. We all know pain. Physical pain. Okay, mental pain. Okay, figurative pain. And yes, it can go from, well, stomping on someone else's toe or having someone step on your toe, getting kicked in the stomach. Okay, but there's also I was about to say something about relationships, but I don't want to go there. Stopping myself right there. But anyway, we also know there's pain when it comes to rolling the gotcha. Don't worry, I have good gotcha luck. I really do have good gotcha luck. Oh, see? Look, there's good gotcha luck. Never mind. Well, this... Fuck! Anyway, let's get right on going, and of course, let's talk about no pain, no gain. That is what is said when it comes to the challenge. Pushing yourself to the limit. That's right, the challenge. And the challenge we're going to be talking about is La Mulana. And of course, you get to become an adventure man... Oh, archaeologist. And of course, explore ancient ruins, solve puzzles, uncover the mysteries, defend yourself, and watch out for traps. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about La Mulana. Let's get started on La Mulana. Alright, oh yes, La Mulana, whether you've played the classic game when it first launched like years and years ago, well, let's just say decades ago, or you've played the 2013 remake. Hold on, what? Wait, what do you mean the remake? What do you mean it came first on? Nintendo Life reviewed the WiiWare version? Wait, hold on. Let me check this out. What the fuck? Okay, I may not have a single goddamn clue on how old the remake is, but all I know for certain that we can't call this a modern game view. We can call this a video game classics. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about La Mulana, because La Mulana's story is basically, yes, you play as a professor, Mr. Adventure Man. Mr. Adventure Man goes to abandoned ancient ruins to investigate and solve the various mysteries of these so-called ancient ruins, deal with the many dangers from left and right, and uncover all the mysteries, especially what on earth happened to his dad. That included. And now, like, you go in, you go on this wonderful adventure in this ancient ruins, in this wonderful Metroidvania adventure. Then, however, as soon as you start uncovering more and more and more, things get really, really interesting. And it's like, ooh. It's the feeling of exploring the ancient ruins. And the satisfaction of uncovering various mysteries of the ancient ruins. Solving the puzzles to unlock the treasure. And all that kind of stuff. Nobody said it was easy. When it comes to the puzzle solving, it gets really challenging. Like, it becomes more and more challenging to the brain, because you're gonna have to eventually think way more creative, way more outside of the box. There's like solutions that you never think of that is the case, unless you were lucky enough to run into a certain hint that I missed out on, but, like, these puzzles were like, whoa, they just, like, gave my brain hell of an exercise. And yes, the game is tough in terms of combat. You're going to be dealing with plenty and plenty of enemies, dealing with plenty of attack patterns, dealing with how hard enemies hit at times, and of course your only means of upgrading your attack points and stats and whatnot is basically getting a hold of better weaponry, getting a hold of those sacred orbs that increase your max HP. And of course, yes, your only means of health recovery is either just backtrack all the way to the surface and chill out at the hot spa. I meant to say hot spring. What is wrong with me? But anyway, your means of recharging your HP could be finding your way back to the surface and chilling out at the local hot spring, or collect the same amount of green orbs as your max HP. So as you go ahead and collect it out, that little blue meter below your health bar, if it fills up, it resets and brings your health back to full health. Now that saves you countless amounts of backtracking to the surface, unless you manage to get a hold of the Holy Grail and figure out how on earth did you unlock the treasure chest that carries the Holy Grail. The weapon you do end up starting out is a whip, and of course your first means of throwing projectiles are going to be your shurikens, but however, you can go for better whips. You could even use a knife for like quicker attacks. There's also a gun, which you could go ahead and buy at the surface store. So it's not like every time you kill an enemy, you gain EXP and then level up. No, you have to collect those orbs. You have to find better equipment. Oh, and now that we're on the topic of enemies, there's going to be tons of enemies. Enemies that are going to be a pain in the ass to catch. Enemies that are going to be a pain in the ass to go through. Like, this game is, like, challenging both in puzzles, in combat. Oh yeah, and you can die in one hit. Shall you fall for a deadly trap? Yes, there's deadly traps in the game that will kill you in one hit. However, if we're going to talk about how your character controls, it's done on purpose. Like, when it comes to, like, jumping from one platform to another platform or jumping around, the guy's floaty. The combat, it gets tanky, so it is kind of like a little half floaty, half tanky thing, made in a way kind of like to make the game more tough in combat than ever. Now, another thing I do want to go ahead and talk about, like, the ancient ruins of La Mulana is more big, more open, but that also means you can wander way too far and end up in a level that you're supposed to basically come to later. But hey, if you're able to get a power orb or a sacred orb out of there and then increase your max HP, and then pretty much get you an item or get you an upgraded item, that might pretty much help you for when you want to fight the boss fights. The boss fights, they're big, they're very entertaining, but they're tough. They're really tough. When the game wants to hit you like a mother lover, it wants to hit you like a mother lover, okay? When you're in La Mulana, you're also playing in hell. La Mulana is a rough road, but it's a rough road that pretty much offers you a whole lot of satisfaction as you go further and further. You feel more satisfied as you basically conquer La Mulana's shenanigans. And yes, the design of the game, the level design is very clever, brilliant, it's well put together, highly detailed, and you also have the soundtrack, a fantastic soundtrack. Oh my goodness, it's the soundtrack for La Mulana, hell of a listen to. It is lit, like bangers throughout. And yes, the game does have a sense of humor. It is just, like, here's an example I'm going to go ahead and bring up. The village chief, or Xelpud, who you do meet up with at the beginning of the game, will say, hey, this is urgent. You're going to need to go to the service and see me ASAP. Oh, no, I just gave you this email just to trick you into coming and seeing me. You do need to visit me more often. And I was like, it has a good sense of humor. La Mulana is a very challenging game. It is going to be a rough road, But, however, it is a very entertaining game that ends up becoming more satisfying the more you progress further and further and further. And you get more of that good feeling of making more progress in La Mulana. It is just a wonderful game that you want to keep on visiting. You're hooked on this game. You want to solve everything. You want to get a hold of a bunch of stuff. You want to solve this mystery and reach the conclusion of the storyline. La Mulana is something that is definitely worth it, and it's multi-platform now, so if you have a PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, or PC, get a hold of La Mulana. It is a damn well good game. Oh, hey. Oh, look, the devs already brought that up when it came to their Steam store page for La Mulana. Yep, it was a WiiWare title, then they ported it to PC via Steam. Okay, yep. You want to be the great adventure person? Then you will be treated like the great adventure person. So better brace your ass. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, fun game, though. Really good. But, yeah. Really great classic, though. Really good cult classic hit. So, anyway, with that totally said, that is all. That's gonna do it for you on today's Video Game Classics. Stay tuned for more, and as I go and explore various retro games from left and right, and of course, discover new gems that I missed out on, discover old gems that I remember. Hell, life's fun. Okay, I made an overstatement right there. Anyway, that is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.
This is nothing but a video product made by a fellow gamer man. Ayo!